Hi, welcome to another Leeds Guitar Studio video. Today we're going to look at the diminished dominant relationship, which is easier to play than say, and how you can tie that into your playing easily. So the diminished scale is a tricky one because it's 8 notes. There's a lot of notes, and obviously it ties in with dominant chords a minor third apart. So what we're going to do is focus on just one of those dominant chords and look how you can tie or use elements of the diminished scale easily based on what you already know. So the chord we're going to go for is E7. I mean, it's a good one because all guitarists know E7, you know. Admittedly with a sharp 9 there, but whatever, which is contained in the dominant. And it's a matter of tying it into something you're already familiar with. So what we'll do is use the blues scale and little elements or shapes that are familiar from that to hook into the diminished scale. So the diminished scale you'd usually use over E7 is one you could think of as starting from either a semitone above or a tone below the root of the dominant chord. So in this case that would be from F or from D, and of course there's as many different ways of kind of remembering that relationship as there are players in a way. I mean, another good way, a very simple practical way, is to think about the tritone shape within the dominant itself, and then you can start from that point. So yeah. And that's good. You know, you can always find that. Now you notice there I'm using 4-note per string shapes and also the 3. And again, that can be a bit much to start with. So you need something easier and simpler to grab hold of. So one way of thinking about it is in relating it to blues scales and shapes. So, you know, a lot of players would default to using the blues scale to play over that kind of sound. And you can develop on that. So for instance, the minor third shape, that's a good one to go for. So you can go from, in this instance, G sharp to B. Now if I isolate it, it just sounds like a blues lick. But I can then take that and move it around. Of course, everything's in minor thirds in the blues scale. The diminished scale. So up you go, 3 frets. Or again. So you can just focus on. And of course you can then break those minor thirds down into those 3 fret skips into 2s and 1s. So you set up a little thing. And that's quite nice because you can work up the neck. And you see there I've gone all the way up to kind of the 12th fret blues box, which you can then resolve out, so. because all the time you're doing that, you're creating increased tension over the chord. You know, or the diminished scale gives you a lot of altered notes, which I won't enumerate here because for this lesson there's not much point. But you know, essentially you're creating out notes, and they follow a pattern as well. You can kind of be that's in, out, sharp 11, and then back in, 7th and 5th. In and out, then sort of out, and then because the important thing is to feel these things as much as anything else. So focusing on just a cluster of maybe 4 notes and really just jamming over those and internalising the sound and the feel. That's great. So you can do that, and of course all intervals invert. So I mean, you can do that, turn them into 6th, which was also a very nice melodic interval. And of course there's other focused intervals you can focus on within the diminished, and one of them would be the perfect 5th. Same thing, move it up in 3s. Or again, pick one of those and 2 of the minor 3rds. So yeah, there's a quick and easy but musical way of delving into and getting a grip on the diminished dominant relationship without going into a million notes. Well, 8 notes, let's be honest. And again, the difficulty people have with this is relating it to something they know and making sort of musical sense of this sort of seemingly circular scale. So this is a good way of doing it. So to summarise, E7, layers.